that, Coach? Kind of your first opportunity to go play some other competition besides your inter-squad scrimmages. I guess how good was it to just play another team?
It was great playing another team. Certainly, it was great to get a lot of fans out here. I don't know numbers or whatnot, but I felt like Doubles Alley had a good run of people. The stands, we had tons of fans, families, girlfriends in here. So I think it's important. Some guys, it's kind of their first time getting in here. They're probably going to press a little bit, and I think you saw that some, which it's okay. That first time, that's what these fall games can be about, getting some of that out of your system. But I appreciated that. Everybody stayed locked in, especially in the dugout. The playing on the field, certainly you saw a lot of talent. You saw a lot of arms. Of course, I think we threw 14 arms or 15 arms, whatever it was. You saw some of our talented players do some pretty good things on the field. But, for me, our dugout at least staying engaged, which can be tough when you play like we did, 16 innings of pitching, 14 innings of hitting. Hopefully guys learned some things, paid attention. We talked about that at the very end. Some of the things that we need to shore up. Hopefully those guys got to observe a little bit, and I think that can be very beneficial.
Obviously a lot of new guys on the team this year. I guess how do you think that group overall is just meshing together?
Well, I think they're meshing very well. Sometimes as a coach, it's hard to totally know. I mean, as engaged as we are as coaches with our group, there's still things you don't know. You're not in the houses or the dorms with these guys, and so I think next week getting on a bus and just kind of broing out on Saturday. When we go up to Jackson and playing Tennessee next Sunday will be kind of that first step and maybe that real molding that our culture is all about. But, the practices have been competitive. These guys really support one another. It's been amazing. And I think if I was a fan, I would be just very proud of the older guys that we've had guys you would never expect really leading on younger guys, and that makes us very happy. And I think it bodes well for the growth of the players and the young players in our program, showcasing themselves better and better as time goes on.
We saw Peyton Watts, kind of a big nut at the plate, hit the home run, obviously. How much of a step do you feel like he's taken just going into his sophomore year?
Well, Peyton might be the greatest fall baseball player ever. I think that makes his career. I feel like he's 13 of 16. He's pretty good, pretty twitchy player. Now Peyton's awesome. I mean, look, I think for him the biggest thing that he's going to have to do is continue to gain strength and size, which part of it's just going to happen with natural maturation. But the twitch he has in his wrist, and you saw the grind in the at-bats, the ability to adjust on a pitch that he missed earlier in the bat. He comes back and barrels it up, one time for a homer, two other times for doubles. Very impressive. Made a nice play there late in the seventh inning on a ball hit real hard. So he's a dynamic player. I think he's one of the best shortstops in the country, and if people don't know that, I think they're going to certainly learn as 2025 goes on.
You obviously mentioned just going up to play Tennessee this weekend. Obviously, that's a team coming off the national championship. I guess how big was that just to play a team, with that pedigree to kind of mold your guys together?
Well, I think some of the answers for that will come as we go. But I think our job is to expose our teams to unique and difficult circumstances. You look back to when we kind of got our first group in here in the fall of 22. Coach Lamonis and Cheese and them let us come over and play in Mississippi State on a football game day and had a great atmosphere and obviously played a lot of really good players that they had. And we go, oh man, we stack up, and we saw what happened with that team. You look at playing Tennessee. They got probably 4 guys that might be first-round picks. And other dynamic players, but there's going to probably be 8,000-9,000 fans there. Not many are going to be Troy fans, and that's okay. We need to expose ourselves to that because, when you play, big boy baseball in May and June, that's sometimes what it's going to be like. And you need to know what that feels like before you actually get to it. And I'm very excited about that, but I'm certainly more excited, not to be coach speak, but I'm more excited about, obviously to take the off day tomorrow, but have a good practice on Sunday afternoon after our camp and get some things shored up that we didn't do great, and then have a couple scrimmages this week before we play.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.